you think about intimacy in marriage, what is the first thing that comes to your mind? And if it is physical connection, you may be missing out on a deeper level of connection that you and your partner could be experiencing. So I was looking online, researching, going through this, and one of the things that I found was by Dr. Gottman. I really like the research and information that they provide, and so he's the one that he and his wife Julie are the ones that provide a lot of research on marriage. They did a special lab at one time, and it followed some couples, and they kind of figured out with 90 plus percent, I think it's about around 96% accuracy, just by observing a couple on whether or not they were going to make it. And so they have this whole thing about the four horsemen of the apocalypse. Look it up; it's good stuff. Um, but they have this checklist, and I focused on the area of intimacy because that's what we're going to be talking about. So I want to ask some questions. I want you to think about, reflect on these questions for your relationship. Do you and your partner share tender touch daily? Do you feel emotionally connected during conversations? Do you express appreciation for each other often? Do you feel like your partner knows what makes you feel loved and desired? So these questions may not at first seem like they relate to intimacy, but they really, really do. Because intimacy, again, as I stated in the beginning, physical touch or the physical connection is only a part of intimacy. Think about if you say something or express something to your spouse and they brush it off or never get around to really trying, you don't feel like they understand what's going on. That is an intimacy problem. So, and for instance, the question where it says, do you express appreciation your, for each other often? This one is huge. Two words in the English language that can change everything in your relationship. Thank you. And it doesn't just work in the marriage relationship, it works in all relationships. When we feel underappreciated or we don't feel appreciated, we can't be intimate. Intimacy doesn't start with the touch, intimacy starts with the heart and the mind. If you can't think intimacy, if you can't feel intimacy, you can't physically be intimate. So, three uncommon ways to deepen your intimacy. Number one, shared silence and presence. What? You just be silent with each other, being in each other's presence is intimacy. So it's not always, you don't always have to be saying something. You can just be sitting in comfortable silence, reading together, holding hands without distraction. That is building closeness. Being fully present, even without words, sends a powerful message that you're there. You could be anywhere, right? You could be with friends, you could be with other family members, you could be with your kids, you could be anywhere. But when you are with your spouse, you're saying that I choose to be with you and not in all those other places. And that speaks volumes in terms of intimacy. Playfulness and inside jokes. This is a huge one. Love when my wife and I have little inside jokes, or we are playful. When we were younger, she really played a lot. She was kind of rough. I mean, we would push each other, fall over on off of the bed, all kind of. I still remember that. Laughter and playing with each other, a little banter back and forth. That is intimacy. And then intimate goal setting. So set a relationship goal together, whether it's to travel, take a class, read a book. Um, Working towards something as a team strengthens your emotional and your mental connection. and it makes you feel more like a partner in life. So three things that we talked about, or that I discussed here. One, shared silence and presence. It's a game changer. Playfulness and inside jokes, and intimate goal setting. So my iPhone ran out of storage, so I was at the end of my points anyway. But one thing I didn't get to mention is we have a summit coming up. So if you are struggling in this area of intimacy and understanding what it is and how to deepen it for you and your partner, encourage you to check out our website. Livingwellmarriage.com has all the information about a summit that we got coming up on June 6th through 7th in Phoenix, Arizona. So actually, it's in Tempe, Arizona, with Phoenix metropolitan area. Encourage you to come on out, check us out, and go deeper with us. We'll see you there.